this is alcohol breakdown. Alcohol is known as ethanol. An enzyme, alcohol dehydrogenase, turns ethanol into acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde dehydrogenase turns acetaldehyde into acetate. So when we drink alcohol, these two enzymes are doing the work. If you drink an excessive amount of alcohol, these enzymes will get overwhelmed and the MEOS system will turn on, where cytochrome P450 enzymes will pick up the slack for alcohol dehydrogenase and acetaldehyde dehydrogenase, and instead of doing their normal job, eliminating free radicals, they get pulled away from that job to help with alcohol breakdown. So then you end up getting a buildup of free radicals and a bunch of oxidative stress, which is no good on the liver and the rest of your body. But fomepizole is a drug that inhibits alcohol dehydrogenase. That'll cause a buildup of ethanol. Disulfiram is also known as antabuse, and it's a drug that inhibits acetaldehyde dehydrogenase. If you inhibit this enzyme, acetaldehyde will build up. Acetaldehyde is a toxic substance that when it builds up, that's what is causing our hangover symptoms. So you give a drug, disulfiram, to an alcoholic to give them the worst hangover of their life so that they are tempted to never drink again. Cirrhosis is when, after chronic alcohol use and tons of oxidative stress, the liver becomes scarred and fibrotic, so it can't produce the enzymes needed for other metabolic pathways. Alcohol-induced hepatitis is pretty much due to the same reason as cirrhosis. After chronic alcohol use, cytochrome P450 enzymes step away from their job of fighting free radicals to break down alcohol all the time, and you end up with a lot of inflammation in the liver. Alcohol-induced ketoacidosis is something that occurs where, so at the end of alcohol breakdown, we get acetate. We turn acetate into acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA, well, so stepping back for a second, there's a bunch of NADH being produced from alcohol breakdown, and NADH signifies high ATP levels. And if we have high ATP in acetyl-CoA, we don't need to put acetyl-CoA through the TCA cycle, because that cycle will produce ATP, and if we have it, we'll send acetyl-CoA through a different pathway. We'll send it into ketogenesis. That's why we get ketoacidosis. Lactic acidosis can also occur because of the high NADH. The high NADH will shut down gluconeogenesis. If gluconeogenesis is shut down, we won't make glucose from non-carbohydrate sources, so then we'll have low blood glucose. And the high NADH also stimulates pyruvate to turn into lactic acid, so that's why we get lactic acidosis. Fatty liver disease is also caused by the high NADH being produced from alcohol metabolism, where the TCA cycle shut down, acetyl-CoA is forced to do fatty acid synthesis, and over time this will make the liver develop fatty deposits all over it. That's why it gets its name, fatty liver. I hope that made sense.